Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth, looking at a beautiful day, 70 and sunshine for your high, and it just improves as the week goes on. Tuesday, close to 75, Wednesday, close to 80. I mean, we just keep rolling, Cande.
Yesterday was gorgeous, breezy. Oh, it was gorgeous.
Yeah, it was a nice day, decent,
Yeah.
you know.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, it was okay.
I did something to my back, though. My left side, starting above my butt, down my thigh. I'm in a little bit of pain, and yesterday was just terrible for that.
I am sorry to hear that, but I'm also thrilled that on a Monday, bright and early, you're saying butt over and over and over again.
My butt. I got a big pain in my butt this morning, and it's not you.
This is something new for you?
I have had it periodically. I first got it when I was pregnant with Casey. I don't get it all the time. It came out of nowhere. Maybe I was in the car a lot. I went out Saturday night. Maybe that did me in. I don't know what to say. But here we are. I'm
all right.
a broken machine.
So a lot of the way I feel the day after an event depends on the type of seat I was in. When you went out Saturday night with your friends, what kind of chair were you sitting in?
I was, like a restaurant chair.
What was it, cushioned or
it was
wood?
A little cushioned, and
right.
I drove, and I don't know.
Okay.
I got home, I was okay, and then I woke up yesterday and was like, what the heck happened here?
Are you running to a doctor today, or are you going to let it, sit?
And I'm not running to a doctor because I can't run.
Uh-huh. Yeah, got it. Good, you're starting with all the jokes today. Got it.
We'll see what happens. It's a little better this morning than it was yesterday, so let's see. Let's see what I do.
You had a big night out Saturday. You sent me a picture, and it's funny because you had mentioned a good friend was coming up from Florida, and immediately I could pick out the guy from Florida.
Well, he works with us, and but he's moved to Florida, and you could pick him out. I guess anybody really could pick him out.
Let me describe him. Let me do the describing on this one.
Oh, dear.
And I'm not even looking at the picture. This is from memory, okay? He had like a floral button-down shirt, open at least 3 or 4 buttons.
Yes.
Some chest hair coming out with a chain, a gold chain. And a Florida tan. And he looked literally like he just got out of the early bird special. Down in Fort Lauderdale or Hollywood, right? He had, and it's funny, he reminds me when my family used to go to Florida every December for vacation. There were a bunch of people we saw there every year, but there was one guy, his name was Bernie, and Bernie had the same thing, the open shirt, the chest hair, the tan, the whole thing, as I recall.
Oh, Bill, we love you, don't you worry. Yes, and then I saw Bernie Vider, who works, you might have heard her around. I haven't seen her in a long time, so it was great to catch up. We went to a very fine dining restaurant, very expensive.
Alrighty, and?
And I had 2 drinks, and I had a paella. And it was like I gave him $115.
Was it just like split the bill in 8 ways or whatever it was?
No, because a lot of people were drinking and ordering a lot more. So Bernie and I said we're going to keep track of what we get because we knew how expensive it was. And it was funny because Brian and I looked up I had been there before, but he looked up the restaurant and there's no prices on the menu. And you're like, you're in big trouble. So he's like, I don't know anybody. It's going to cost a fortune. Please let me stay home. I think you're making the right choice.
So my question is, you alone, $115. What was your full order?
2 drinks, 2 cocktails.
All right.
And paella.
So the drinks themselves could be $20 each.
Absolutely.
Right?
And the meal, the paella, was $50.
Wow, and tax and tip, and there you go.
And there you go.
$50. Isn't paella just rice?
Pretty much. Well, it had a little bit of lobster tail, and it had clams and mussels, and it had scallops. Remember we discussed scallops? I've now had one.
Hold on.
And then it had sausage and chicken.
I'm glad I asked a follow-up question. You left out one of the most important parts. This was not just paella. This was seafood paella with a lobster tail in it. Come on.
Well, yeah, but paella is never just rice. There's always something in it, and this one had everything. The sausage, the chicken, the clams, the mussels, the scallops, and a little lobster tail, yeah.
All right. Sounds amazing, by the way.
I brought it home and ate it again yesterday. 2 people could have eaten it easily.
Did Brian get to taste any of this?
He did. He said the rice was really good. It was, listen, it's a fine restaurant. Everything I tasted was delicious.
All right.
But you gotta go with a lot of money.
Yes, the food was good. So are you're bringing cash? You carried cash and you're...
Carried cash. I said, I'm paying for what I have. Barney and I agreed because otherwise people were, 3, 4 martinis and appetizers and dessert. And I'm like, I'm out. I'm tapped.
So I agree with you. I'm not a drinker. So I agree with you on that. So I'm not questioning
I had 2 drinks.
Right. No, I get it. But here's my thing, right? So if I'm having 1 drink or 0 drinks, or you're having 2 drinks and everyone else is 4 or 5 deep, I completely understand. But do you state this at the beginning of the meal? How do we know this is what you're going to do? Do you make a statement?
Well, we were texting, Bernie, Bill, and I. And he said, bring cash because they don't do separate cash, separate checks.
Right. All right.
And I said, I'm not splitting the bill. I'm having 2 drinks and an entree. And Bernie was like, me too. And I said, so I'm not splitting that bill. I'm keeping record and paying for what I ordered.
All right. I don't blame you.
Otherwise, it would have been $250.
So the day prior, you knew you were having 2 drinks
I
and the
had
meal.
been there before, and I know how expensive it is. Plus, they make their own homemade potato chips for the table. They're outrageous. And if I wasn't trying to lose weight every day of the week, last time I went there, I asked if I could take some home, and they sent me home with a big batch. So
all right, understand.
I didn't get them this time because I would have eaten them all.
Well, we hope your back feels better, and
I hope so. Yesterday was miserable as far as that, but beautiful day. I sat outside a good portion of the day. Otherwise, I was in the Barco Lounger chair, that I never sit in unless I'm sick or hurt.
All right. We will, thank you for your
A lot of
tale.
information about me.
Yeah. We appreciate the tales from the weekend. Cande, we have plenty to do, including my big day out Friday.
That's going to be a segment all on its own.
I'm also going to tell you how Taylor Swift may have affected the NFL schedule this coming season.
Wow.
We'll get to that. I want to know if you can pronounce these dessert names. It might be hard to test you. I may just have to give you the pronunciation as we go, but I'm going to give you the most mispronounced names of fancy food and dessert.
Okay.
All right. And some other fun articles throughout the day. We got national days, good news stories, and more. We'll get into everything. Dublin Deck Wednesday. The weather looks great. Our concerts that are on sale. We got a lot to discuss today. Going to be beautiful. 70, and it gets warmer as the week goes on. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.